Like when people ask for a mix of drinks, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
do you want me to mix this for you? Like, yeah. I ask them a set of questions.
Yeah.
Like,
And sometimes you repeat it back to them as well.
Yeah. So I'm like, so you want this, this, and they're like, yeah. And then if I make you the drink and you're like, oh no, that's not what I want, then obviously you're gonna piss me off because I just spent all this time making that drink.
Yeah.
That's not even on there. It's a flipping custom drink, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me you don't want it? Get out of here.
Speaking about custom drinks, I don't know if you saw Sophie's GIF that she put of the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the reason why I related to that so much was because I work in a cafe. I used to work in a cafe.
You used to?
The one in Selfridges was a cafe.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah.
I thought you work in a cafe now, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like you used to.
Well, the statements didn't cancel each other out, but
yeah.
So whenever someone will come in, and they'll have like, the worst thing is when they come and it's busy. Mm-hmm. So they'll ask you. No, I would ask them. What do you want? Any hot drinks? They'll be like, yes, okay. Could I have a double shot decaf cappuccino with soy milk? Not too much foam. Could I have it in a mug as well? Just laying out like loads of different requirements. So I just enter it in. Cool. Blah blah blah. Done. When it comes to making it, obviously they'll pay for it, and it comes to making it. They're not doing anything. They watch you make it. Yeah, they're watching you make it, and obviously, it's a huge requirement list. So they can see like I'm doing it as fast as I can, and I'm doing it to their requirement, and then they're like, and then all of a sudden, they check their phone or they look at their clock. Excuse me, sir, could you hurry up? I've got somewhere to be.
Excuse me, I ain't got to do crap, mate.
like outwards, I'm like. Oh, sorry. I'm doing the best I can. I'll get back to you shortly. But in my head, I'm like, boy, if you don't get your
I hate that.
Like my backhand's ready to just release.
You just feel like you're flipping going for monkey. Your arms go whoosh. Come on, man.
Oh, that Batman meme. You know that Batman meme where he's slapping Robin, just like
straight.
It's. Like you can see, like it requires a lot, and you see I'm doing my best, and you're like it's not like they're on their phone the whole time and they're not paying attention. They can see. I haven't even gotten to heating the milk yet, and they're like, oh, excuse me, can you hurry up, please?
I haven't had. It makes them customers that make your blood boil, innit?
Like it brings out the smile on me. This is really. Okay, I'll get back to you.
You have them times when you're so frustrated with someone, you actually just
you're
like you just start smiling. You're like yeah,
and then now especially if it's a restaurant or something, and you come back, you're like, and then you get them whatever they ask for. You're like, okay, so would you like anything else? They're like, no, it's cool. All right, thank you very much, sir. And then you turn around, you're like.
Yeah, exactly. you smile that whole thing, and the moment you do it,
oh my gosh. Actually, that hasn't really happened to me in a restaurant, but I mean, has it happened to me? It's happened to me, but not my customers. So it'll be like someone else's table, and say like if someone's not there, they'll call obviously the nearest person there. So I happen to be there, and then like. I'll go there and then they'll start complaining to me about, I don't know, that their person forgot something, could you get it for them? So I'm like, okay, cool. Then they come back and then they ask for something else. And I go there and then it's like I was saying, oh, would you like anything else? No, it's all good. And I walk off and I'm like, oh my god.
I'm like that all the time, man.
It's just...
all the time.
I'll tell you another annoying thing that happened to me last week. So last week, I was talking to you on the phone about this. Last week, my patience got tested a lot, a couple of instances. So last week, so I was serving this one customer. I don't know. You see those guys that are like borderline homeless. So like they look scruffy. They carry a lot of bags with them, but at the same time they have that sense of cleanliness to them.
Yeah.
So they're like clean. So you're like confused. You're like, so
what are you, mate?
So what's good? Are you out here or Oh, you at the crib? Like, what's good? What's good?
50-50. Hovis, fam. Hovis out here.
Wholemeal bread
loafing.
without the crust.
We loafing out here, boy.
Loafing with a lack of bread.
Oh my god.
So yeah, one of those 50-50 loafers came in to the store, and luckily it was a quiet period at that time. But he came in. He has mental issues as well.
Yeah.
And he came in and he started talking to me about the persecution, about the government, and to be honest, I really do not know what he was talking about. But the things that kept getting repeated was persecuted, government, system, court, lawsuit. Those are the only 5 words I kept hearing. And I was like, okay, cool. Could I get you anything? He was like, oh yeah, could I get a tea? Yeah. Could I get a tea, please? Yeah, tea. And could I have the milk in a separate cup, please? Yeah. Oh, did I say the milk in a separate cup? I was like, okay, cool. Because obviously I can understand. Okay, yeah, mental issues, whatever. Cool. So it's time for him to pay. So
He told me about this.
yeah, so it's time for him to pay. So then he goes back into his conversation about, like this guy has the same bars. Like I'm not lying. He has the same bars on repeat. He's a broken record. He talks about the same thing every single time. Even if you see him walking around, he'll talk about the same thing. So, he was speaking about it for like a good 2 minutes before he actually said he wants a tea with the milk on the side. Don't forget it. Yeah. And then once I told him, okay, that'll be £2.20, he went over his head. After he said whatever he wanted, I asked him, do you want anything else? Okay, cool. That'll be £2.20. Went over his head. Went straight back onto his points of whatever he was talking about. But at the same time, he was reaching into one of his bags, and he was getting this this, them these plastic sleeves that you keep money in, like from the bank or something. So he's fiddling around whilst he's talking to me about whatever it is he's talking about. And then because I knew he was gonna take a long time, I started making the tea. So I was like, whatever. Made the tea, came back. There you go. That'd be £2.20, please. Over his head. He's still fiddling around, and then he finally finished. So I was like, okay, cool, great. My co-worker was just standing there looking at me like this, just laughing. And I was just looking at her like, yep. Yep. And then a customer came behind, and they knew as well. And then I was looking at them like, yeah. So then he finally stopped talking, and he said he asked me, oh, how much would that be, sir? And I said, oh, that'll be £2.20, sir. And he's like, okay, yeah, they they discriminate against the people, yeah. The government they do really bad things, yeah. It's like, no, he's gonna get. But gladly the customer behind me knew like what was going on. Like obviously, once again, like on the outside, I found it funny. But I was like, in my head, I was like, boy, if you don't get your cup of tea out of here, boy, like, bro, you've been fiddling in that wallet for a good. Like, you could have just slapped the £5 note on the table. I would have given you change. I would have done the fiddling for you. But he's out here trying to get the exact. I was like, that's not even the end of it. So he's fiddling around. This time he's fiddling around in silence. And then he's muttering to himself like he's trying to remember something. And then he asked me again, oh, sorry, sir. How much would that be again? He didn't even say how much would that be again. He was like, how much is that? How much is the tea? Oh, £2.20. Okay. And then at that point, I was like, next, please. Yeah. So I just transferred that that whatever onto the next till, and then I was just like, yeah, next please. Like, oh my gosh.
I think that's one of my flaws when I'm working, is I really don't care about your stories. I'm not there to talk to you and conversate with you.
No, but
I'm there to get that money and go home.
To be fair, like that's what makes my shifts go faster when I actually talk to people and like they tell me stories.
when
and
people
stuff.
are
But
boring.
sometimes not, especially if they repeat. Because that wasn't the first time he's done that before. But obviously that was the worst instance where he kept forgetting and forgetting and forgetting, and it was repeating the same bars. It's like, come on. But yeah. So the other testing of patience actually came from the same day. So that day was like my dose for the whole week. But in my head, it's like it's been the whole week. But no, it's just that day.
You realised it was just one day.
Yeah, it was just like that. I just realized just now. I thought it was the whole week. I thought it was spread out. But yeah, so so closing time that shift. We were sweeping the floor, mopping and everything. Then it came to the bathroom, to clean everything. And then no, before even that, this was near closing time, like 2 hours before.
Yeah.
Customer goes in. I was the only one on the shop floor. Comes back to me. The toilet. Have you seen the toilet in there? I was like, no. What's up with the toilet? She was like, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I was like, okay, I get what you're saying. So then after she went, I went in there, checked. I was like, told the other guy.
Like someone cupping on the floor sign.
So basically, what happened was, so there was toilet paper in the sink.
Yeah.
There was toilet paper in the toilet. Some of it was still dry, so I know the guy didn't flush. And there was like,
The guy or girl?
I'm not sure, but I'll get back to that afterwards. And then I don't know, it was weird because it was like there was fecal matter all over the place in the toilet. So I'm guessing
Diarrhea.
No, because the chunks that were left there they weren't massive, but they were solid and they were white. They were close to white. You know. Have you seen cat poop like that's been left out for a while?
Yeah, and it dried
and
up.
you see it's like white and stuff. That was it. That was that, but it was still fresh. So I was thinking like,
Someone's got a
Who was
bad
that?
diet, man.
who was that?
Someone's
And the
got
thing
a
is,
bad
it didn't
diet.
smell. It didn't smell either. So I was like, this dude been eating cardboard or something? Like, what the hell's going on
You
here?
never know, fam.
So then,
But
So
even
then,
cardboard would come up brown, man.
I don't know. So then I looked at it. I tried flushing it,
That's when you just turn around and you didn't flush.
and then it just stayed like that. That was before I told the other guy. So then I was like, you know that when you cross your legs and then you just twist, yeah, just turn around. That's what I did. So then I got gloves. I cleared out the toilet paper that was in the sink and then put it in the
I was
toilet.
about to say. I thought you were saying you cleared one. So I was like, man, you tripping?
You trip.
I ain't worrying about that.
You crazy. So after that, I just closed the door, like nothing happened. And then I told the guy I was with. I was like, and he was like, oh, you're. Then when I described what I saw in there, he just looked at me like, no. So then because he wasn't up too much, so for the rest of the shift, he was like, he was going in between the office and seeing what the hell was wrong with the toilet. So then when we actually finally closed, and obviously I swept and mopped the rest of the shop floor, put all the chairs on the table, and then came the time to clear up the bathroom, like to the usual cleaning, the mopping, and then the mirror. So then we were both there, and he was trying to figure out, okay, how the hell are we gonna fix it? Because obviously you can't leave it like that for the next day. So then he was figuring out how the heck he was gonna unblock the toilet, because I flushed it, and then obviously by the time we got back to it, it was already down. But everything was nothing flushed. Everything was still there. So we tried it again. Nothing. So we'll go back, do the rest of our tasks, come back. Nothing. Go back, do that. Nothing. So then we're like, okay, what are we gonna do to find out what the hell's going on? This guy, so what he did was he went to the container next to the toilet because it has a toilet brush. So he pulls it out. Oh, it's only the handle. There's no brush at the end of it. So then we looked at each other and we were like, we didn't say anything, but
You know,
there was a conversation that was going on telepathically. We were looking at each other like, I don't. No, it can't be the one stuck in there. It cannot be. So then, to be honest, I don't even remember what. I think we just left it like that. We tried cleaning it up as much as we could, and we just left it like that. And then it got fixed the next. Actually, I wasn't even in the next day. I wasn't in for the next 2 days.
But it got fixed anyway.
Yeah, it got fixed because obviously I used the toilet when I came back, and I still don't know what happened to that brush. I actually, when I was in the toilet, I didn't even check if the brush was still there. So this is now coming back to who might have done it. I'm thinking it was the same guy
who reported it. Or the one,
not the lady that reported. Come on now.
You never know.
Actually, that's true. Yeah, that's true.